So what does this mean? Bitcoin hovering above the basis line from this Bollinger Band, Bitcoin hovering above the December CPI trend line, Bitcoin hovering above the Williams Alligator indicator. What does this mean? Because in a daily time frame, in a smaller time frame, Bitcoin clearly is in an uptrend, but before this uptrend actually continues, first we are expecting a retest around some key line of support, and only after that continue with this actual bullish move. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Even though here in a daily time frame using this Bollinger Band, the price of Bitcoin clearly looks in an uptrend, but I still want you guys to be prepared in case of a move like this. I mean, a final pullback around this lower band, a final pullback around this Williams Alligator indicator before continue with this actual bullish move. I mean, price of Bitcoin could be coming back to test the support once and for all in between this CPI trend line, which is around 91,000 before continue with this actual bullish move. Because if the price fails to test the support from this R1 line for the month of December, then things could be taking a different turn. But for now, since the price is clearly above the CPI trend line, we are going to remain bullish. Yes, guys, there is a possibility of price coming back to test the top CPI line, but that could be a great buying opportunity because in a medium short term, Bitcoin has a very, very important support lying above 90,000. Yes, guys, the support from this basis line or the center line or the lower band, support from this CPI trend line, and support from this Williams Alligator indicator, which during uptrend holds the price. You can see during uptrend, this trend line always acts as support. So in our case, since the price of Bitcoin is clearly above it, any sort of a pullback, this same trend line will be holding us before expecting another bullish move. Because to the downside, I showed you guys that this Williams Alligator indicator combining with this RSI line is flashing us a complete different scenario. Williams Alligator indicator looks very bullish, but to the downside, this RSI line is flashing us a bearish divergence. We had that similar move here. You can see price was forming a higher high, RSI to the downside was flashing us a bearish divergence, which later on resulted in a corrective move. Same thing happened here. Price was forming higher highs while the RSI to the downside was forming lower highs, clearly pointing us a bearish divergence, which resulted in a bearish move. In our case, this is also a bearish divergence. While the price of Bitcoin formed higher highs, RSI to the downside was forming a lower highs, which is a bearish divergence. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that before continue with this actual bullish move, there might be a retest around the CPI trend line. That is the reason why I'm actually showing you retest around December CPI actually makes a lot of sense. Retest around this Williams Alligator indicator makes a lot of sense before continue with this actual bullish move. Yes, guys, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin after some sideways movement to show some weakness, get attracted to us 95,000 in between that range before continue with this actual bullish move. Because the price, if you look at it using this simple rising trend line, which in the past has acted as support and also as resistance, failed to be broken, which resulted in a corrective move. I mean, during this bullish continuation, you can see we had 3 attempts to break out of this rising trend line, which we failed, and later on it resulted in a pullback. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that in the medium short term, there could be another retest, another pullback like this before continue with this actual bullish move. Because I added this symmetrical triangle formation on my previous video. I showed you guys, even though this symmetrical triangle could be bullish, but before starting with an actual bullish move, first there could be a liquidity hunt. Bitcoin getting attracted towards this 95,000 in between that range, liquidating all the over leverage traders, and only after that continue with this actual bullish move. Because for us, you know, we are expecting Bitcoin to head in between 110, 120,000 before changing the direction. I mean, we are expecting Bitcoin to follow this descending channel breakout, which resulted in a very, very bullish move in the past price action, and we are also expecting a very similar move to happen in our case. So in the medium short term, just like as shown here in an example, Bitcoin could be in a sideways movement. Even some pullback is expected before expecting another bullish continuation, because beside this descending channel, we also have this Elliott wave theory pointing us that wave 5, impulsive wave 5 is being formed, which could bring the price of Bitcoin in between 110 120,000 before starting with this corrective move. So that's why before starting with this ABC corrective move, I strongly believe that we might test the 110 120,000 target, and only after that decide the direction. But if you simply zoom out, looking at this Wyckoff's price cycle, nothing has changed. I mean, Bitcoin has already started with this mark-off phase after breaking the previous high. You can see each and every time whenever the price of Bitcoin broke out of the previous high, what followed right after that? An actual mark-off phase, because that is how the price cycle tends to work. Break out of the previous high, start with an actual mark-off phase. So in our case, we have already broken out of the previous high, which is resulting in a bullish move, or also known as a new mark-off phase. So we are expecting this mark-off phase to continue at least around 110 120,000 before choosing a trend direction. So even according to Wyckoff price cycle in a bigger picture, you can see this mark-off phase might have just started. And beside this mark-off phase, I even showed you guys in a monthly time frame that we have finally broken out of this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, which in the past price action resulted in a very, very bullish move. I mean, each and every time during uptrend, whenever the price of Bitcoin was able to break out of the 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, it resulted in a very, very bullish move. Same thing happened again and again. Only after breaking out of this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, we had an actual bullish move. So in our case, we have already broken out of this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, which in our case is preparing ourselves for another continuation like this. So any sort of a pullback in the immediate short term could be giving us a great buying opportunity, because in a bigger picture, Bitcoin actually looks very, very bullish. So guys, these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed these free bonuses from Bybit, Phemex, OKX, then definitely check the video description, because these events are temporary. And if you are an experienced trader who want to trade with free money, use this market volatility in your advantage, then definitely check it out. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.